Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else out there. My name is Neon Colored, and I bid you welcome back to the Women's Racing League, just in time for the Championship Finals in 2023 for Season 1. Casting with me today is Valen, and behind the scenes is once more Critty. Maybe he's also saying hi to you, but good evening to you, Valen, first and
Good
foremost.
evening, Neon. Good to have you back again after missing you out last month, but you're here now, and I think we're gonna have a good session in store for us today. 2 days of racing, the championship. There's the title and a Deo goodie bag at stake, and I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Not just the goodie bag, but also a whole lot of prestige, because we all know that the
Exactly.
Women's
Bragging
Racing
rights.
League is the most important Trackmania championship. We might
Exactly.
not make the richest players, but we definitely make the best players. And, if it was 4 weeks earlier, I would have said something along the lines of, this is the first and most important step into the Trackmania World Tour. But yeah, about that.
Yeah. We're the last step, actually.
Yeah. We're still, of course, trying to prepare all of the athletes in our competition for for the competition itself, for whatever is ahead of them, whatever their careers bring in competitive Trackmania, no matter what it is going to be in 2024. And we're, of course, hoping to attract more people with an interest in Trackmania to this competition for the next year. But before we get ahead of ourselves, we still have a championship to decide, and we have to find a successor for Red Blue, who are not attending today. We already have...
We will have a new champion, yeah.
We have communicated this on our Discord already. Red Blue have pulled out of the competition. They still would have made top 8 in championship points. They are now replaced by the Catgirl Mates, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I think so. And let's take a look actually at the matches that we have in store for the first round, because we have 3 rounds of matches today. Of course, fighting for a spot tomorrow in the final rounds. There is going to be a lower bracket as usual. The first match today is the first round. Equinox versus Catgirl Maids is going to be played. Then there is Lilies versus the Fairy Tales. Birds of Prey gets a bye because the Wild Things unfortunately could not be here. And then we have MEOW versus the Big Bonkers. And I think the one we're going to be watching is the 4th one, MEOW Big Bonkers. Am I saying that correctly? I think so, yes. Okay, so, yeah, MEOW versus Big Bonkers. And then there is Sasha Stoichkov's channel. Maybe we can link that in the chat. We'll also be casting one of the matches. And let me take a look at which one that is going to be. One of the other ones. Let's see. Let's see. There you go, Sasha Stoichkov. There you can find another one of those matches. And yeah, so MEOW versus the Big Bonkers. I have looked at the previous tournaments where they have met each other. They've seen each other twice. The first one was won by the Big Bonkers, where they surprisingly beat MEOW and got themselves a part in the top 3. And then in November, there was a rematch, and MEOW has won that one. So they got a little bit of a revenge. So now this is the 3rd time they will see each other. And I'm curious to see who's going to come out on top this time.
I think this is also a perfect opportunity for both of those teams to prove where things are going to go for them. Of course, the winner of this match has to go up against the Birds of Prey, which is a really difficult
Tough one
team to go up against. Birds of Prey have won both of their cups in September and in November, but they are not rank 1. That is important to know. They are not going in here as the first place team. Instead, that honor goes to Equinox. So we, of course, can't blame the fact that they did not attend the October event, But in the end, it obviously needs a team to capitalize from this, and Equinox
Yes.
are an incredibly strong team of themselves. So while the Birds of Prey are probably still the favorites, they are not invincible. They are not guaranteed a win, and neither is any of those two teams right here on your screen in this pick and ban phase.
Attention is out of the running for now. It's banned by the Big Bonkers, and Zara is now picking a map, banning a map for Team MEOW. She, of course, plays together with Ya. And we have Sneaky Annie and Maji in the Big Bonkers team. So attention will not be shown today, or at least in this match. Viridian Hills is also banned, so we will not be seeing that one. The first map to be picked will be picked by Ya. Let's see what she comes up with.
Yeah, Viridian Hills, one of our newer maps. Hope they all had a lot of practice. I did not, but at least I know somewhat what the track works like. And I think we're also going to get a much better display from the women on the racetrack today than you'd ever get from me. And
they're taking their time picking Decadence. Okay.
The downside is we don't get to see Viridian Hills for now. We do get to see Decadence, which I think is a map from Ellipse, correct me if I'm wrong. And we also get to see Thorns.
That is one of the new ones. Okay, that's exciting. We're going to have 2 more picks and then 2 more bans, and then there will be a randomly picked decider map. Thorns, I'm excited for that one. We're going to see it for the first time. And Zara is now picking a map for Team MEOW. And once again, there's the argument, do you pick for your team or against the other team? Serafina, we're going to be seeing that one too. That's going to be a good one. Maji is picking a map as well. Exciting. We're going to see some new maps today.
So we got 3 out of the 4 newer maps already. The other one, unfortunately banned. So that means the other 4 maps are going to be of our original Season 1 map pool, which means we have left open Nest, Biochemistry, Supernation, and another one that I can't remember. There goes Supernation, the first ban. Biochemistry, the last pick before we get to the decider map.
Celestia is out as well. Supernation is banned. Biochemistry is back. We're going to hopefully see that one again. And then the decider map is going to be Nest. Was also removed for the November event, but of course we see it again now. This is going to be interesting. We're going to best of 5. 10 points will win you the map, and you need to win 3 maps in total. So, MEOW versus the Big Bonkers. Let's see how this goes. I'm excited. A new round of matches in this weekend. The end of Season 1 is going to be happening tomorrow, the grand finale. So don't miss out on that one. Let's hear it in chat. Who's your favorite team? Who are you rooting for? What is your preference? What do you go for? Who are you like give me some of those copy pastas. Let's do it.
Give us some people cheers and some ovo cheers. You know the deal. You know the memo.
Exactly. Give us all the good stuff. Here we go. Decadence by GJKF. We have Sneaky Annie and Maji. Yeah. We have Sneaky Annie and Maji versus Ya and Zara. Here we go. We got in the warm-up, of course, we got 20 seconds of warm-up where they can do a little start simulation practice kind of. But then we are off to the first round on this first round of the last Season 1 event for the Grand Championship. So let's see how this goes. Here we go.
Round 1. We have the Big Bonkers. It's lights out, and away we go. And MEOW are going at it right from the get-go, but it doesn't seem like the Big Bonkers are letting them get away. Ya is hitting an outside pole. That is not the start she wanted to this race.
She's a good start,
Maji is taking over the lead. All of which while Annie is trying to fight off Zara, she's taking a suboptimal line and hitting a bump in the road, which means the big Bonkers, after looking like they have a slow start, with Annie now gracing the wall on the outside of the dirt road, Magi is going for a dangerous inside line through the poles. She's absolutely feeling it today, making a statement in this first round, and it's an ace for the big Bonkers.
To start out with an ace on the first map of this weekend, that's gotta be a nice feeling, and it's on the board for Magi and Annie. And we go to round 2. What is the answer that the ladies of the MEOW can give to this one? Here we go. Zara with a good start this time. Ya as well. Both they are in the front, but Ya has a bit of an awkward line and has to drop down a bit. Annie takes some of the water there, gets a nose slide, and that is gonna cost her a lot of time. You do not want those wet wheels on the water there. Let's see. We've got Zara still in first position, and where are we? There we go. Zara, Magi chasing. She is hunting down that spot. Takes the inside line even. That is a new line. I don't think we've seen that. They've done some cooking there with Coach Bammy. Look at that line. The snipe. That is wow. The new line goes on the inside and actually snipes first place. That is amazing. Wow, that has to be practiced. That was so good.
Just what we want to see, and we see a whole lot of confidence in Magi. That is something not just done by a good coach, but also by a talented set of hands, and advantageously also a non-damaged set of hands, as I currently do not have, but that's just a skill issue, I suppose. Once again, Magi is in the lead, and while Zara is trying to catch her out, now going into the lead, Magi still has the better line. Zara slides out, hits the wall quite substantially, and even Annie is going right after her, but misses the breaking point and gets a no slide, which means that she is out of the equation for now. But Magi once more hits the finish, but doesn't quite choke it. She wins another round, and because Annie comes home in fourth, it's another draw.
Another draw, and the gap is still 3 points in favor of the big Bonkers. And MEOW, they have to get something going here. They have to either get 3 victories or 1 ace in order to make up for that. So the time is now to start doing something. And Annie, this is the opportunity, because Annie makes a mistake and she is now half a second behind and has a lot to make up for. It is up to Magi to contain the damage here, but it's Zara in first place. She is going for it. She knows what the plan is. Yeah, unfortunately, with a respawn, which allows Annie to catch up that third place again, and Magi gets an awkward landing, so she will lose a little bit of speed. Maybe she can catch up something with that line she has here. Goes on the inside again. It is Zara still in first place, however. She will take the win, and Magi and Sneaky Annie in 2 and 3. It's another draw. The gap is still 3 points.
Even after the early mistake that Sneaky Annie made, she kept her foot down and really nailed the rest of the map. So I think there is a lot more pace in Annie and her car, her machinery. When she gets it done cleanly, she can contend for wins on a regular basis. But she needs to get it done cleanly. Maybe she just needs a little more warming up on this fine evening, this fine Saturday evening in December. Sarah, once again, she doesn't need more warm-up. She just needs clean run. But Magi is having absolutely none of it. She's not looking to let the German racer get away. Ja in the back hits the outside of the dirt once more. Once again into the wall. Magi with her super clean line through the pillars. Not quite enough to catch Sarah out this time, but with the big Bonkers in P2 and P3, they are once again forcing a draw and coming ever closer to a map win.
Yes, Sneaky Annie about a second behind there. And another draw, 4-7 with an ace. They can close it out, the big Bonkers, Magi and Annie, and now it's time to show what they're made of. Zara, for now, in the lead, but she has a bit of a different line there, and it is Magi who is taking over. And Ja is dropping a little bit now. There's a bit of a gap between the 2 front girls and the 2 in the back. And it is Zara who is hunting down, has a little bit more speed, comes a bit better out of that turn. They are fighting so hard for this. They're neck and neck. Anything can still happen here. It is Maji, though, with that inside line, with that no slide line. But Zara does have a lot of speed, and she will stay ahead. Maji cannot overtake, and it is once again a draw. So it's not over yet. We still have 2 points to go for the big bonkers. And MEOW, they need to get that ace now, or this is going to get really, really hard.
If it keeps going like this, we're gonna have the map decided in 2 rounds. I don't think MEOW are gonna be okay with that prospect. They don't really want to fall down, and Ya is taking off, and she's just as quick as Zara in this first set of turns. But that also means that she's just as quick as Maji and has to compromise that turn exit, unfortunately, once more. Now with an aggressive inside line, once again has to compromise the corner exit, so she's still going to be in 4th place. So far, Sarah looking absolutely clean. Maybe Ya can get along and steal a position, but Maji and Annie are not looking to make any mistakes. Beautiful outside drift from Annie as well. Maji once again in 2nd, Sneaky Annie in 3rd. Zara takes the win, but it's another draw. And if they repeat the exact same feat, the big bonkers will take the map. So MEOW need the ace.
They need the ace indeed. That is the only outcome. And it is immediately Annie with a mistake. So that leaves the door wide open for Zara and Ya. It is up to them now to make a clean run out of this. But they still need to be faster than Maji, who's been driving absolutely fast today. Zara, the only one who's able to stay ahead of her and also driving insane. Ya had to correct a little bit of her line there, and that will cost her a little bit of time. It is once again Maji and Zara in the lead together, just absolutely both have to adjust their lines a little bit. I think it is Zara coming out on top here with a better line. She will take the ace, but it is Maji. No, actually, Zara hits the finish, and Maji will take 1st place. Ya in a good 2nd place, Annie in 3rd, Zara in 4th with that mistake there. 1 point was all they needed. They got to 7-11 is the first map result, and we go to map 2.
We certainly hope this result doesn't make you go to the convenience store right now, and if you do, please leave us open on your phone. But yeah, I was about to congratulate Ya on sniping away the 3rd place from Annie in the last bit of track, but it seems like she sniped away 2nd place instead, because Zara couldn't quite manage the finish. Maji with a lot of pressure buildup. That is just commendable how she kept it clean while Zara couldn't. And we all know that Zara is usually one to keep it clean, so Maji clutching the victory. They only needed the 1 and 2. But they made it a 2-1 instead. We're gonna see if they can follow it up on the next track. Valen, take it away.
Here we go. The next track is Thorns, and this is one of the new maps that we are going to see for the first time. So we have no idea how the girls are going to perform on this one just yet, who has a preference for this. And it is now Zara in a good 1st place, Maji close behind in 2nd, and Ya has lost a 2nd already, and also Sneaky Annie with a mistake. But once again, it is Zara and Maji. Look at them go, fighting it out there over this plastic section. Now let's see who comes better through that jump here, through the transition. Nice drift onto the right and jumping into the dirt. It is Zara who does it best, and she will take 1st place. Maji in 2nd. Ya will take 3rd, and that is, I think, the first win on the board for the ladies of MEOW. Annie coming in 4th place. 2-1. They're ahead now. That's a good one. That's good for the confidence.
First time they're ahead in the series. They, of course, need to get ahead in the map count too if they want to go to the next round against the Birds of Prey. Otherwise, they will have to go to the losers bracket, and we're gonna see how the rest of this plays out. But once more, Maji seems like she has it under control. Zara with a difficult outside line, but she keeps it clean too. Annie can't quite keep up with the girls ahead of her.
My God.
And it seems like we have a storyline here. It's all Maji versus Sarah. all of which while Annie and Jan are looking to pick up the scraps if one of them drops the ball, and maybe one of them can also pull out another performance. But once again, Sarah, it is super close. It is absolutely dead even, but the timer says there is a 55 1,000ths of a second difference, and this time it's advantage Sarah and a draw once more.
And the score is 3-2, so it's still very close. Anything can happen. But it is now Maji who clips his side, and this time it is not Maji who's going to be fighting it out with Zara here. It is Annie close behind Zara, and now Zara needs to hold on to that position. Yeah, hopefully it can maybe snack Maji here and catch that third position in order to widen that gap between the teams. And it is Sneaky Annie now who takes over first place, but now she touches the side a little bit too much outside. I think she got a little bit of airtime there, and now she also clips that. So Maji is now in second place, fighting for that first, but Zara is very close to the ending here, and she will take that first place. Very consistent, very fast. We have another draw on the board. It is 4-3, and this map is very, very competitive. Looking very good.
1 point difference still. MEOW is still ahead, but who knows for how long, or who knows how long it takes for them to build a bigger advantage. For the moment, we have both Maji and Zara are making mistakes, and now it is the time to shine for Sneaky Annie and Ya. Let's see what they can do about it. Maji is still breathing down Ya's neck. Can she keep it cool? Can she keep the Norwegian racer behind? It doesn't quite look like she can, but Maji is not quite ahead yet. Annie, meanwhile, taking the lead, keeping the lead. Maji takes over second place. Prime ace position for the big Bonkers once more. And it's almost like they haven't done anything else the entire day, the entire week, or their entire lives. They are bringing it home. It's an ace for the big Bonkers, and they're taking back the lead on the map.
They're taking back the lead indeed. It is now 6-4. The gap is 2 points, and Ya goes a little bit too much inside there and bonks a little bit, and she will lose some speed over that one. It is now Zara who has to get first place here in order to limit that damage in points. If she got first place, they can make it a tie, because it's not looking at the moment like Ya can count on anything other than fourth place, unless it is Annie or Maji that's making a mistake here. Zara has taken over first place now and is aiming to do exactly that. She will fight for it, and she will try to get that first place, and there she is. Limits the damage, does what she has to do, and that's another tie. It is now 5-7. It is, however, track point for the big Bonkers. If they ace it, they will take map 2. So let's see if they can do that.
So far, it looks like the big Bonkers are in their groove. Maji, of course, is absolutely laying down the tire marks on the track. She is not to be held back tonight. Annie is at least following her momentum to a certain extent. She's not quite as energetic, but she's still keeping it clean, and she's doing exactly what she's supposed to do, which is bring home the points earning positions. Sarah, on the other hand, she's also unleashed. Can she bring the energy to Ya? Annie now making a mistake, hitting the inside line in one of the last turns, and that costs her dearly. Sarah brings it home. Maji comes home in second, and Ya makes it a victory for MEOW. And there it is, the momentum that Ya needed. Absolutely unleashed.
And the gap is only 1 point now. Both teams could take it home. They're on track point. MEOW will need the ace, and the big Bonkers will need the victory. It is Yana with a bit of an awkward start, and Zara is once again fighting it out with Maji here. Sneaky Annie is about 0.3 behind at the moment, 0.4. But the fight is going on at the top, and a draw would mean both of them could still, like, anything could happen. So Zara knows she has to get first place here. She cannot let Maji get first, because that will mean it's immediately over. We're in the last half of the track here. And he hit a wall, then this is the exact opportunity for them to tie it up. If Zara can hold on to first place here, she does. and Ya will take. Oh my god, that was so close. Annie came out of nowhere, 1/1000th of a second, but Ya keeps it, and 9-9. We're basically in overtime now.
That means we have to go for a win or an ace
Ooh,
on
yeah,
both sides respectively. Ya hits a wall. That is not the optimal position she wants to be in. Sarah is still chasing
Another
Maji, but
wall.
Maji had a great start, and Annie is also quicker than both of them into the section. Now the dirt is equalizing the speed a little bit. Sarah with a speed advantage because she has the best exit through the plastic part. Looking good once more. Sarah and Magic pulling away a little bit from Annie, but is there still something to be done? Annie is not out of it yet. Ya is unfortunately out. Can Sarah keep it clean? She can. She brings the win home. And with Maji and Annie in second and third, we have a draw and we go into overtime.
What a beautiful line there by Zara. She turned the rocket boosters on, almost it looked like, and she just had so much speed out of that turn there. It is maybe the last round. Whoever wins, whoever gets the ace will take it home. If it's another draw, then we will just keep going again until we have a winner. Annie had to release a little bit there on that line, but it is Maji who's taken over first place, and Ya is now in third place. Zara, uncharacteristically, with a bit of a mistake, Ya clips that booster edge there, and this is the opening that Maji and Annie need, unless Zara can overtake both of them now, which doesn't seem likely because the finish is right there. In style, Maji and Sneaky take the ace, and 10-13 is the result of this map. They now have 2 maps, and they only need 1 more. This is a very precarious position for MEOW because they're on map point. They're on match point. This is a tough one.
Well, that finish almost looked like it was in formation. 37 1,000ths of a second separating them.
Yeah, they were so close.
That is a small margin, a very small one. And that also means we're now tied on maps. So we're seeing at least map number 4. And with a bit of luck, we're also getting the decider map in the first match of the day already, the first match of the weekend. We're now going on to the next Serafina by Ellipse, also one of the newer maps. I don't know if this one has already been played in the November event, but it's a lot of pink, and it's generally very pretty to look at, and also quite nice to drive if we ignore a few choke points that I personally really don't like, because I always bonk there. So, yeah.
Yeah, but see, that's why you and me are not driving. I mean, there's another reason you're not driving.
That's
but
correct. Yeah.
But here we go. We are in the first round on Serafina, map made by Ellipse, and Zara has the best start. Maji close behind, 0.2 of a second. It is Ya who is also very close behind Maji, and Annie has made a mistake, so she has 2.5 seconds to make up for it. Here we got the uphill on the grass. Maji with a nice line here, just coming past Zara, getting closer. Zara maintains first place, but that is Maji clipping the edge there. It goes a little bit too risky in that dirt line, and Zara will be the first one on the ice. Maji now does not have a correct gear for that ice here, and Ya and Annie both take over. Who will get second place here? It is Annie. Ya almost managed to get second place, but not quite, only 300ths of a second. But Annie saves it, and it is a win for MEOW. The score is 2-1.
Yeah, remember when I said we are tied on maps? Yeah, I definitely can do math, I promise. Counting is not hard at all. But yeah, good start once again for MEOW. Maybe they can bring it
Annie
back this time around. That was a beautiful slide from Annie, unfortunately not with the result that she would have wanted it to yield. But Maji is still hanging on to her main rival tonight. Maji and Sarah, they are not giving each other any room to breathe, and they really don't have to. This is beautiful to look at. even from Annie's perspective. Unfortunately, she's hitting an
wow.
inside wall. Ya is
Both
now
good ice sleds.
sliding down the inside and taking away that third place. What can they do at the front? It's once again 1,000 of a second that's separating two drivers. Sarah taking the first place, Margie coming home in second, and Ya with the third place makes it another victory for MEOW.
The score is 4-2, and this is good for the ladies of MEOW because, of course, you're 2 maps behind. You have to win this map. Otherwise, it's just going to be over. You have to win the next map as well. So this is a very good start. Zara, again, with a good start here. But Annie is also in the picture. And so is Ya. Maji seem to have a little bit of a slower start now. But actually, it's Annie who is now in 4th place. Zara and Ya now in 1 and 3 with Maji in between them, fighting for what she can. Maji gets a little bit more speed out of it into the ice, and that might help with the ice slide. Zara does not get the best turnaround here, the best exit. Oh, and it is Ya who actually clips. She could have taken 2nd place there, but Zara will take that in her stead. It is a draw. The score is 5-3. The gap is still 2 points, and MEOW is in a good spot here.
That was close. Like, Ya was so close to just stealing away the win. She had more speed than Margie, but she didn't quite have the line. That is so unfortunate and so sad to watch, but it's definitely not over. She now knows that she can go into it with a lot more confidence. She has the speed to keep up on Serafina. She's keeping up with her teammate Sarah quite nicely. 2 points ahead, and she's looking to make that 5 points of an advantage in this specific round. Can Margie and Annie do something about it? Beautiful inside line from Annie this time around. She is definitely doing something about it, but she slides out in the ice turn. That is not what she wanted. Ya is hitting the outside wall, cannot quite make it. Can she make the jump? Instead, she's respawning a few times. Sarah is taking the win. Margie once again at second. And both Annie and Ya are seemingly having some trouble. But Ya takes his 3rd place and goes to track point with MEOW.
And that means an ace will do it for MEOW to put this map on the board in the bag. But first, of course, they still have to do it. They have 3 points of a gap. 1 ace for the big Bonkers will close that gap immediately. So the Zara needs to just hold on to that first place here and fight the pressure that's on her shoulders right now. She's been driving really well, but this is where she needs to make it happen. Ya is in 2nd place, and now they are exactly in the position where they need to be. Ya wants to get revenge for that finish that she didn't quite get last time, and Maji is fighting. She is now overtaking Ya, who gets the best ice slide out of it. Maji gets a huge speed out of that ice slide, and she will take 1st place, and she will... There's a little bit of a stave execution here. A very important snipe from Maji, overtaking both Zara and Ya, and will put a point on the board. Another draw. 8-5 is the score, and MEOW now only needs a victory.
You can never count Margie out. Whatever Span did to help Margie and Annie practice, it absolutely paid off after a first event that they really did not enjoy, with an 8th place finish in seeding and a first lower bracket round knockout.
They really stepped it up, yeah.
They came back, and they are now proving their worth at the championship weekend.
Look at
It
positions.
looks
Oh my god.
like they can maybe make it happen,
way.
but as I say that, cast the curse. Annie once more. She hits the outside wall in the 3rd part. Can Margie bring it home? Once again, beautiful eyesight, but Ya is actually having the best one, but both of them hit the wall, which means that Zara brings it home. Ya comes home in 2nd, which means we have an ace, and Serafina goes to MEOW.
And this was exactly what MEOW needed. This is good for morale, good for your boost. You know you can beat them. That is like the important thing to know. You know you can beat them, and then you can keep going. The score is 2-1 in maps. We are back on biochemistry. We haven't seen that one in the November event, and now we get to see it again. A map built by Creedy and Chloe. And here we go. A lot of water, a lot of jumps, transitions, and the outside chamfer that you want to do, and of course that dirt ending that we love to see, where a lot of interesting lines have been shown that can really win you a lot of time. How you do that ending. Of course, we are in the warm-up. We got a little bit of a bobsleigh here. Maji with a good warm-up. We got the bug slide. I can't wait to see who gets a super zoopy bug slide here. Neon, let's go.
On to the next map, Biochemistry. The successor to Bioengineered, which has been Cup of the Day and one of the most beloved maps in the WRL, and of course not causing any frustration whatsoever with a certain bug slide. But we're gonna ignore that for now. That's all part of the past. It's all part of the beta season, which has ended quite a while ago. We're looking to end Season 1 this weekend. Once again, a beautiful bug slide from Margie, but also a beautiful bug slide from Ya that not even Zara can follow just like that. Zara is taking over second place, so can she maybe even chase down Margie, or is Margie bringing it home? She has an iron grip on the entire field, and she's not letting any doubt come up whatsoever about her ability. And she's taking the win, out of which while Ya and Zara are making it a draw.
Exactly, and a good second place there from Ya is also, of course, good for her to get a bunch of points on the board there. And we go into round 2. The score is 1-1. And we have immediately a mistake from Ya here. That is unfortunate, but it's her teammate Zara who now has first place. And Maji and Annie are about 0.2, 0.3 behind here. We go into the bobsleigh. Annie has a little bit less speed here. Zara and Maji into that bug slide, both getting through it nicely. Annie as well. Zara still maintaining first place. Maji is doing what she can in order to get a victory on the board here, because the result, as it is, would be a draw. And Zara does not let up. She will take first place. Wait, she will not take first place. She bonks the finish. She jumps high. And she takes second place. Maji wins this round, and the score is now 3-2. What just happened?
That was a virtual, as we would say, classically pulled right in a moment of need. But yeah, not the first time it happened, probably not the last time, but hopefully the last time on this evening for
that
Sarah.
That airtime there, just, oh, yeah.
And so far, Sarah doesn't seem like she's taking it too hard. Maybe the frustration from it is helping her go even faster. Beautiful bug slide, but Margie is catching up through the third part. At least a little bit. The entrance looked a lot better, but the exit definitely belongs to Zara into the identity. Once again, beautiful
Zara
line, but Margie is catching up. Sarah is taking a lot of risk. Annie doesn't have a great landing.
Oh.
And I also need to correct myself. It is Annie. And she's also conceding the second place with a scuffed last landing, which means we have an ace for MEOW, and Margie is running up the field.
There we go, an ace, and that puts them in the lead once again, 5-3, and they're only 5 points away from tying up the score in maps, and then it's all about the decider map. Yeah, with a good start, Annie close behind her now. It is those two at the moment fighting it out. Yeah has a bit of a better line here, will come out in first place, but it is Zara with a lot of speed. Look at that, just suddenly putting herself in first place here. Good bug slide. Ya in second place as well. And it is Annie who is trying to overtake one of these ladies here. And she does overtake Ya. It seems like she might even overtake Zara, but Zara has better speed. And Annie might have an awkward line here for that finish. Zara takes first place. Annie and Maji. Maji overtakes Ya because somewhere down the line she made a mistake. It is a draw. The score is 6-4. And it is only 4 points now to map point, and it's still looking very good for MEOW.
Interestingly enough, Margie has been the lead power for the big bonkers the entire evening so far, but Annie seems to be getting along with this map a lot better. And as I say that, she gets a low slide. Cast the curses are real once more. Ya is hitting the inside of a turn as we go into the bobsleigh and into the bug slide. Margie once again with a more beautiful line than Sarah. Can she catch the German before she gets too far away into the identity? Both of them are not looking to drift. They are almost even. Sarah with a better jump, but Margie has the better line. Sarah brings it home. Margie is second, and Sneaky Annie rounds out the draw once more. But Slowly but surely, the big bonkers will have to counter before MEOW tie in maps.
Exactly, and of course there is a track point on the line now. An ace for MEOW will do the trick. So Sneaky Annie and Maji need to at least get a first or second place here. Maji had a bit of an awkward start. She has lost some time, but it is Annie now in the lead. But as I say that, Zara just comes out of nowhere and takes over. The bug slide is good for both of them. Zara with a little bit of a different line, and she will stay ahead here. And Maji, 0.7 behind. Annie is doing what she can, but she touches, and that is not what you need right now. Maji will take over that second place, though, and Annie actually with a good exit, too, and will take that second place. Wait, what? Zara is, oh my goodness. Okay. Stuff is happening here. I'm looking at all the wrong things. Zara bonks the finish and misses, and it is an ace for the big bonkers, and suddenly it's 7-8 in their favor.
Track point for MEOW, match point for the big bonkers, and once again, Sarah just going too hard into that last jump. Maji hits the inside wall, Annie hits the inside wall, and now MEOW are once again ahead. What is happening here in the WRL in this first match of the day? Beautiful bug slide from the top three, and also from Annie, who is once again taking over the reins. Not quite taking over the reins for the big bonkers. Can Maji somehow catch up? She's catching Ya, but Ya is still ahead. It looks like Maji did not quite nail the final slide, and MEOW are turning it around.
Wow.
After two finishes that should have been wins for Sarah, she's now bringing it home, and Ya makes it an ace. And we're going to the decider map. We're going to Nest.
I mean, MEOW is on a reverse sweep right now, but can they hold it? Can they hold on to it? Nest is the next map on the menu. It is 2-2 in maps. Anything is possible, or whoever wins this map will take the win for this match. Anything is possible. Of course, the momentum is in Zara and Ya's favor right now because they just won 2 maps in a row. And the question is, can they hold on to the pressure? Can Maji and Annie pick themselves up and, get themselves back in order and take this map down? It all comes down to nerves and pressure and holding on to something. Let's go. First round. MEOW, big bonkers on Nest.
Into the first round. And we all know Nest is very technical. Nest is unforgiving, but if you nail the lines, you will reap the rewards. And so far, Sarah and Maji are once again reaping some rewards as Annie and Ya are fighting for the third place, but Annie is looking to maybe sniff some second place juice and steal it away from her teammate, from Maji. Sarah is still in the lead. We're approaching the quarter pipe jump. Can they all nail it? It doesn't look like it. Sarah has to respawn. She missed the checkpoint, and Ya, not quite optimal, had a very high jump. That means Maji on the track, she threw away a potential grand final. She brings it home into the risky finish. Ya comes home in second, and Annie, after the crash, can at least secure the third place.
Yeah, of course, you want to jump as low as you can, but if you jump too low, you're going to miss that checkpoint. You're going to lose seconds. So how much do you want to risk it? Zara risked it a little bit too much. And also Annie going a little bit too much inside there and hits that triangle bit from the checkpoint and will lose a 4.5 over that one. Yeah, also not a lot of speed. Annie is able to catch up to her as well. It is Maji and Zara now fighting it out once again, and Annie in a third place. Let's take a look at this battle here at the front. Zara with good speed over at that sausage section into the grass, and here comes the reactor bit over that penalty grass. We're going into this quarter pipe. She will definitely not miss it this time. She won't. Maji almost misses it, but she doesn't. She gets it, and I think all the other ladies got it as well. Now it is up to those two to fight it out. Zara and Maji. Zara with, I think, a little bit of a better line. Maji has a little bit more speed though, but Zara holds on to it. And Annie actually snipes third place from Ya by nothing, only a .02 of a second. Wow. 2 to 3.
This is an undisputed display of growth as players from Annie and from Margie. They are looking absolutely on fire. So is Sarah, so is Ya too, but Ya has not quite been able to keep it clean so far. Her troubles continue on Nest as she hits the outside wall in the dirt part. Once again, Margie is setting off after Sarah, trying to steal the lead from the German racer, trying to steal a win that would earn her team a victory. Once again, very low jumps, and he cannot keep it quite as low. But Margie, after that one costly mistake that cost her the grand finals, she is absolutely nailing it. She's keeping it clean. Is she quicker than Sarah? She's slightly quicker, but not quick enough. Sarah brings it home once again, and we have another draw.
We have another draw. The score is 3 to 4. Once again, this map is very competitive between those two teams, and they have both beaten each other once before in a match, so they know they can win, both of them. It is, however, Ya now who clips that edge, and now Zara needs to hold on to that first place in order to force the draw and minimize that damage. Maji in second place, going very, very fast here as well. 0.2 behind, and Zara she's stepping on the gas. She knows what the mission is. The mission is get first place, and she's trying to do exactly that. We're coming up to that quarter pipe section here. Make sure you catch the checkpoint. Don't go too high. Maji with a very high jump. Zara will widen her lead. Maji might have a little bit more speed here, but Zara is now in a very comfortable first place, and she will take that. And let's see, Ya is in third place. That is a victory for MEOW on the board. Annie in fourth place there, and MEOW will tie it up. The score is 5 to 5. And how close does this get? Last map, 5 to 5. Wow.
This is exactly the kind of competition that we were promised in the WRL Championship Finals. And so far, even though it's only round 1, it's looking like an absolute banger. Maji making a slight mistake, compromising her speed in the early part of the track. Yas capitalizing on it and taking over second place. Can't she maybe help her team bring in an ace and build up some immense pressure on the big Bonkers? It's not over though. We're still going to the quarter pipe jump, and Ya already has Maji breathing down her neck. Beautiful low jump from Maji. He's taking over second place. What can Annie do about Ya? The race at the front seems to be decided, but Annie bonks at the inside of one of the last turns in the background, and Sarah brings it home. Maji with a second place. Ya in third means it's a victory for MEOW, and they are on match point.
Match point for MEOW. Will they be able to complete the reverse sweep? If they want to do it now, they will need the ace, and the big Bonkers will need to get whatever points they can get an ace if possible, because this is it. This is the upper bracket or the lower bracket that you're going to be placed into, and of course you will have to drive less matches if you go into the lower one. Let's find out, or into the upper one. Let's find out how this goes. Maji with a good start as well. She is challenging Zara here for that first place, and Zara needs to step it up. She will overtake, and we go back into that quarter pipe section. Zara in first place here, Maji in second. They both, Maji again going quite high, gets more speed out of that, but Zara is already gone, and 0.7 ahead of Maji here. Ya is in a third place, and if she will hold on to that, that is an excellent position for MEOW to be in, and Ya will hold on to that. 9 to 7. It will be the last round, no matter what. An ace will do it for the big Bonkers. Any other result will be a victory for MEOW. Neon, take it away.
Last round, not just on Nest, not just on a map
Magi mistake.
in this match. And Magi is making a mistake, and so is Addy. That means Ya is in second place, only behind her own teammate. Sarah is once again taking it over, trying to take it home, but Ya not with
Sarah,
an
no
optimal mistake out of the dirt quarter pipe, and Zara is also losing a lot of speed. This is not yet decided. Annie is now at the rear axle of Ya, and Magi is also a lot of speed out of the quarter pipe, but hits the wall once more, and Annie is out of the track, and it looks like it's going the way of MEOW. Can they bring it home? Sarah, the last jump into the risky finish. Ya is also bringing it home. That means Sarah takes the win. Ya second place. An ace to round it all out. And MEOW complete the reverse sweep.
What a match. The reverse sweep for MEOW. They lost the first two maps and they said, no, none of this. Look at what we're going to do here. And my God, they did. 12-7 is the last map result. What a match. This is what we're here for. Let's get a whole weekend of this kind of competition because that was so good. Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing.
Not very just nice. A 5-mapper, but also a reverse sweep. Ooh. We have seen a lot of great racing. Magi came out of the gates firing. Annie has stepped it up properly. Zara is on top of her form for the moment. And Ya has also found her groove eventually and brought him some important finishes that helped MEOW complete the reverse sweep.
I'm guessing all the other matches are already done, or is there still something going on? This was quite a long one, so let's make sure all the matches are done. Okay. Let's take a look at the bracket then and see what this result has what the consequences of this result are going to be. We see that Equinox has won their match versus the Catgirl Maids. So they will be going to the upper bracket and they will be facing the Fairy Tale Ladies, who have beaten the Lilies. And the other upper bracket semifinal is going to be Birds of Prey versus MEOW. Of course, MEOW, the ladies we have just seen. In the lower bracket, we're going to have Catgirl Maids versus the Lilies fighting it out to stay in there, basically. And the Wild Things versus the Big Bonkers is, of course, the Big Bonkers get a bye because the Wild Things were unfortunately unable to make it. So they will continue to the next round. And they will get to face, let's see, either the Catgirl Maids or the Lilies, I think. Yeah. Those matches will start at 8, I think I've read. Let's see. Yeah, 8 o'clock. So they're postponed a little bit, 15 minutes. This was, of course, quite a long one to give the ladies a little bit of a break. And I think we shall see you in a few minutes. Wow. What a match. That was amazing.
An absolute banger to kick off the evening. We're of course hoping that the next matches will be that strong as well. And we're of course hoping that the Big Bonkers are keeping their composures and they can bounce back in the lower bracket. The next round will be a bye. That means we are, I think, guaranteed to see them later. Or do we have 2 lower bracket matches to conclude the day?
We have 2 lower bracket matches, yes.
We have 2. So one of them we will definitely show off, and we're gonna see who is meeting them there. And we of course hope that they can bring it back, that they can bounce back as strong as ever, and that this loss did not ruin their mental state completely. Of course, it's difficult to lose from a 2-0 position, but not the first time, and probably not the last time this has happened to anyone in esports. And we all know these women are talented, Big Bonkers and everyone else. They are really talented, really quick, and they are fired up and looking to rewrite history today. So
what a match to start this weekend off with. I mean, if this is what's in store for the rest of the weekend, I think we're going to have a good one.
Wow. Absolutely. Yeah.
We are. I think we're gonna have a few minutes break now. We will be back for the match at 8 o'clock, so there's about 11 minutes We'll be back a little bit before that, and we will see you in a few. Don't go anywhere.